Hey everybody, my name is Chris from Brad's Deals. Joining me today is our personal finance and travel expert, Mark Jackson. We're going to be discussing some personal finance stuff today. Thanks for joining me, Mark.
Hey, thanks for having me, Chris.
There were some changes to the tax season this year. Explain that for us.
Yes, so we were wondering about this with all the coronavirus stuff and the pandemic still raging. We were wondering if the IRS would, in fact, push the tax filing date from the normal date of April. This year was April 16th, but April 15th is the day that we all remember. It's been pushed 1 month to May 17th this year. So you do have one extra month to file your taxes with no penalty according to the IRS. Couple of implications there. One, if you're waiting on a refund, you won't get it until you actually file your taxes. So even if you're kind of ready to go and file, I recommend doing that as early as you can. One other interesting quirk this year with tax filing season is the stimulus payments from the federal government. If for some reason last year you didn't qualify for the stimulus payments, but this year you do, maybe you've transitioned jobs, you can file your taxes and then apply for those stimulus payments, even if you didn't get it on the first run. So important thing to note in case you're in that category.
Well, that's nice. Some folks that might not have qualified originally could qualify now.
Absolutely.
Credit cards can be a great way to take control of your personal finances when used responsibly, and they can be great for travel as well. What can you share about credit cards?
Sure. So I know a lot of us are itching to get to traveling again. Maybe you're planning something in the later part of this year, early next year. Credit cards are a great way to save money on that trip. My very favorite beginner travel credit card is the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. Right now, it's at its highest ever bonus at 80,000 points when you spend 4,000 in 3 months. So an incredible offer. It's worth about $1,600 according to my evaluations of those points if you transfer to one of Chase's travel partners. So you have British Airways, you have United, you have Hyatt, one of my favorite hotel chains. So plenty of options for you to save money on your trip with those flexible points to transfer to one of these partners. And we have tons of blog posts out there on Brad's Deals' blog that explain exactly how to do that.
Yeah, $1,600 in travel is a ton of travel that can go pretty far, especially for a small family. That's great. We've recently started working with some insurance partners at Brad's Deals. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so we've launched our Brad's Deals insurance marketplace with a number of great partners. Liberty Mutual, Nationwide are both big partners on there, as well as a few insurance aggregators that I think are pretty interesting and a great way to save money. Basically, you can take your existing policy and compare it against hundreds of other insurance carriers for home and auto, and see if you can save some money. So my dad used our insurance marketplace and actually was able to save $1,000 on his insurance payments each month. So not saying that you're guaranteed to get that sort of savings, but it's definitely an option out there. And I recommend everyone applying for a quote from some of our partnerships.
Wow, $1,000 a month. Did he buy you something nice? No. Okay, that's the dad's job, I guess, right?
Yep.
Are personal loans a good option? Who are those best for?
Sure. So personal loans are an interesting topic. I think that they can be very useful for someone who maybe is in a little bit of trouble debt-wise. Maybe you have some high-interest credit card debt, or you have some other high-interest loans. Maybe they're spread out across the board and you have several of them. Personal loan is nice because you're likely to get a lower interest rate on that loan and consolidate those all into one easy payment. So it's a little less stress every month trying to hunt down exactly what bills to pay and maybe on different dates. It's all in one payment all together. The other option for personal loans is maybe that you're not really in debt trouble, but you're looking for access to capital to maybe invest in your home or something along those lines. A personal loan could be a low interest way to potentially access more capital and be able to invest more in your life.
Yeah, consolidating those payments can be real helpful. It's a lot easier to track that way.
Yes, and one other option is maybe you're in a little bit of medical debt, which is not your fault at all. A personal loan could get you a low interest option in getting out of that debt.
Okay, Mark, thank you. Great info as always. Where can people go for more?
Everyone can head to bradsdeals.com. We have our personal finance section. Our best credit card offers are right there on the top navigation for everyone to look at.
Cool. Thanks for joining me, Mark. This has been Chris with Brad's Deals. Take care, everyone.